Hey guys, so I have to go through this video really fast because my camera's dying, but I, you know, I have been on, different people's crochet braiding videos, and I just see a lot of frustrated comments about, they can't get their hair to stay, their hair is matting, just that their hair looks a hot mess and that it's time consuming and it was a lot of work for it to not look good. So I'm just going to give you guys a couple pointers in order to make sure that you don't put all that work in and it don't look good. So my first pointer is to research your hair, because that's the number one reason why a lot of the looks don't come out the way you wanted it to, because the hair isn't really meant for the style that you're trying to do. Across the board, most of the girls on here are using synthetic hair, and a lot of girls want to get, that long hair, this and that, but if it's synthetic, it's going to tangle, it's going to mat the longer it is. So it's not really meant for that 22 inch, 28 inch. That's why you get the pack and you cut it in half. Even if you don't want to, you need to. If you want that longer style, I would say get human hair, but then again, I feel like it's not worth the investment in human hair because it's not going to last that long. It's crochet braids, it's not a weave. Second advice, like I said, it's about the hair, but it's also about your method of putting your hair in. A lot of people say that it's slipping out, it's not staying, and for the people who want to try doing, straighter looks, silkier looks, not like big like mine, you really need to focus on finding a technique that's going to keep your hair in. The technique that I use that has been really keeping my hair in is from, I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but I will put a little bubble somewhere in here talking about saying what her name is, and I will link you to it. Her technique has worked a lot better for me than the other one, where you put it through, I don't even know how to describe it, but the main one that people use on YouTube. That one just slips right out. Unless you're doing like a bigger wave pattern, it stays better, but the wavier it is, the straighter it is, it's just gonna slip out. And her technique works really well. The key is to use smaller sections, but the way that you knot it, it's gonna make it a lot easier for you to cut it out. And that's another reason why I didn't like the other technique. It was really hard for me to see the knots to cut it out, so I didn't cut it out. What I would do is I would take my braids out from the back, and as I'm taking my cornrows out, I would slide the hair off, and that worked fairly well until I would get a crochet, a piece of hair that would not loosen but tighten on my hair, and then I'd have to pull my hair out of this knot, and then I was pulling hair out, so which is defeating the purpose of a protective style, which is just ripping my hair out. So her technique allows me to see the knot, and I just cut it, and I don't gotta worry about that, and it's a lot faster than the other way I was taking it out. So that's another pointer. Another tip I would give to you guys is patience. A lot of people want to just do their hair, get it done with it, get out of the way, but you have to understand the looser the curl is, the longer it's going to take you to do your hair, because the point of having the curlier hair is that it hides your cornrows better. It makes the look more natural. It looks like your hair, and that's the point of the bigger hair, because that's just how our hair is really naturally. So for people who want to go for slicker looks, you just have to be patient. It's going to take a lot longer than it's going to take to put this in, I'm going to tell you that. And some people didn't realize that, I guess. It is a process. You were just using a little latch hook and putting one piece of hair in at a time. It takes a while. On average, for most people, it takes 2.5 hours to 3 hours. I'm a little bit of a slow worker, so it takes me about 4 hours to do a curlier pattern, and it takes me a whole weekend to do a looser pattern. But that's just dedication on my part, and when I don't feel like doing that, I go to my looser pattern. The hair that I typically use for my style, when I do my big hairs, the hair I have it now, is the Glance Model crochet braid in soft water. She looks like this, and I just pull the hair apart to make it bigger and make it, prettier. And this is in P1B30, so it's got blonde in it. I don't know if y'all can see, but this time I usually do it all full, just huge big hair. But I got tired last night and I just, you know, stopped halfway through and just wrapped it up. But when I took it down today, I realized that, you know, it was cute like this. So I'm just gonna keep it like this for a few days until I get the energy to do the second pack. So that's all I really have to say. For people who wonder if you can wash your hair, you can wash your hair, but then again, it depends on the synthetic hair you're using. If the synthetic hair you're using doesn't agree with getting washed, it's going to look a hot mess, it's going to mat, it's going to be gross. So again, use your resources. We live in a world where there's just so much technology. And if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't even have this style in right now, because that's when I learned about it. I knew about crochet braids, but I always thought of like the kinky, curly, gross braids that nobody likes. And once I saw that you could do it with just normal hair, like, it's been my style ever since for like the past 4 months. So I absolutely love it. It's really cute. I get tons of compliments on it. Everybody thinks it's my hair, unless you know me and you see me on a daily basis and you know that it wasn't this long like 2 weeks ago. Then you wouldn't know. Everybody thinks my hair. I get compliments about, oh, your hair's so gorgeous, so long, how do you take care of it? And I kind of just want to be like, oh, girl, I know, it looks so good. But you can't lie to people, so I tell them what it is, and they're just like, wow, you can do that with crochet braids. And you can. It's really easy. So for my advice to all of you guys, again, a little recap, is to choose your hair wisely. YouTube, Google, blogs, everything. Cut your hair in half. Don't try to rock that 22, 26 inch with synthetic hair, because it's going to look even faker than it should, because everybody knows that you don't got 22 6-inch hair, or 22 6-inch hair, 26 inch hair. So just don't do it. It will mat even faster than it would if you had it at shoulder length. And if you feel like shoulder length is too short for you, okay, put all that hair in and cut it. Don't try to keep it and be swinging it, because it's just gonna look nasty, I'm telling you. Third, I can't remember what I said third, but if you do remember, or if you don't remember, just, you know, fast forward or rewind. Yeah, because I can't remember. And yeah, this is a really cool, inexpensive look. All you're paying for is hair once you learn how to do it yourself. Oh, that was my third point. Your knot. Make sure you use a knot that's gonna work for you. And I will again put the link in the down bar to her site, and put her name again around my head somewhere, because I cannot remember her name for the life of me. But anyways, I have got to go. If you guys have any more questions about crochet braids, anything concerning crochet braids, just comment below and message me, because yeah, there's no reason to be frustrated, guys. Really isn't.